Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we had just finished up that contract for the rail side cleanup there. I'm just going to bring this guy up here. So we did add that to the total, bringing us up to, I can't remember how much it was. It was a little bit higher than what we have here, because I've done some deductions. Or maybe we just, I think it was actually 129, because I only did the daily deduction. So yeah, we were about at 129,000 from that last contract. And then I took our daily upkeep off, so now we're back to 127. Looking at this new upcoming contract, we're going to be doing a hill clearing, which is worth 100 grand. I've done some calculations here, so it was $5,000 to have the 880 transported over. That's the one that we bought. It was sitting over at Legion Hills. Now we also had to rent a buncher. This is, I think we have it for 3 days for the 10,000. Now, both of those machines have been dropped off at the site already, and I believe the truck is there as well if we need to move them. But I figured it'd be easier just to pay somebody to drop them off as opposed to having to go down, pick it all up, and bring it here. That, and I didn't want to drive all the way back to Legion Hills just so I could pick that up. So, if I can remember where I'm driving, which I believe is down here and to the left, obeying our stop sign, which is a little far ahead, so we're going to kind of creep it a bit. I think we're golden. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to hit that hill with the buncher right off the bat. And then I said the 880s is sitting there. We don't have to pay anything because we've already bought that outright. So that's not costing us any money. I want to use the machine that we rented because that's the one that we're paying the big bucks for. And I want to make sure we clean that up. Now, am I going the right way? I think we got to go down. I always end up going down through this field. This is just what feels right to me, okay? So we're going to scoop this field edge, and then we're going to go hard right here. And yeah, so we were able to get the Black Widow version of the Timber Pro, which is pretty sweet. And then bring our 880 over. Oh yeah, and there's the truck too. So the truck's here waiting for us. If we do need to move it anything further distance, we can jump it on the truck. But yeah, so we got our 880 and then our Timber Pro. So like I said, we're just going to kind of pull off to the side here. And yeah, I guess we're going to start smoking. I'm just going to take a little quick detour here and see how high up we need to go, because these trees are going to be a pain in the butt. A lot of these I'm just going to knock down, I think, and then we'll worry about delimbing them after. So yeah, we're just doing up to this access trail up here. So basically all the trees up to the edge of this trail. And we're going to go as far as... Sorry, I'm kind of leaping over the trees here. We're going to go as far as the highway, which should connect up on this side somewhere. So it's not a whole lot of trees, but it should be good. We should be able to smoke these out pretty quick. And then I was thinking about using the buncher to try to delimb them, so we'll see how that goes. I might end up just using the saw because it's a little more accurate. And I do want to keep some of the wood. I don't need to keep all of the branches, but some of the branches is probably good. So yeah, what we're going to do is we'll fire up the Timber Pro here. Love this machine. Best times. Make sure all of our hydraulics are working good. And then off to battle. Ready to chop. Now, these trees are a big old pain in the butt to cut. So we're going to see exactly how devastating this is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the side, actually. And we'll work in kind of a back and forth pattern so that we can make sure we're right up to snuff on things. And we just want to go from the edge, so not even that tree far. So we'll start this one right here. Now, I don't know how this is going to do on these trees, but we're certainly going to find out. Oh, man. If it'll even cut these trees. Might be too big. Oh. Oh, hey, we knocked it down anyway. So let's do a little test here. Let's grab this one. Just going to give it a little pinch on the limb here. Slide it over here. Now, I don't know if bunching is going to be the best way to delimb this guy or not, but we're going to find out. So let's kind of give it a little snip here. Actually, let's first line it up, and then we can maybe give it a snip. So that's about where I want to cut it. There we go. That's not bad. We get to be a bit of a tree surgeon here. Now, I'm not sure... I didn't confirm in the contract whether we had to delimb stuff or not, or clean up the bits or not. So we're just going to kind of go as we go here. But I do want the big portions separated for sure, because those are quite handy to have. I want to get rid of those little limbs. because I don't really care about those. They're not money makers. But like I said, this big part of the tree is actually quite nice. So we'll try to take advantage of that. Maybe we'll cut this guy in half. Yeah, and then, you know what? That's good enough. Anything else that gets too detailed, we can just come back with the saw and clean that up. That's no problem. But this is a super messy project. Let's see, actually, I want to see if I have a good picture here. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. Actually, if we get this, whatever's going on right here. Oh, this is the bush. Can't get rid of my bush. Maybe it's a better shot from up here. Nah. I love pictures. You guys know that, so I have to take advantage here. There we go. Let's grab that one. Beauty. Back to work. Here we go. So topic of the day. Back to topic of the day. I had somebody email me and ask me what my opinions were on space travel. It's kind of a different topic, I guess. I figured, hey, that'd be fun to take a look at. So space travel. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge, crazy astronaut know-all kind of guy for sure. But the idea of space travel is pretty cool. Now, I wasn't sure if he just wants my opinion of whether I like space travel or whether, like what to, like technology-wise, or that wasn't really clear. So I'm just going to talk about space travel that I know in a broader spectrum. The fact that, how about we get real out there and, how many of you people in the comments think that the moon landing was fake? How about we do that one? That's a far more interesting topic. I actually I watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube one time because I have one really really good friend who lives way far away from me, and he is adamant that the moon landing never happened. And there's all kinds of conspiracy theories out there, so I always took it with a grain of salt and said, yeah, whatever. So I went and watched a bunch of YouTube videos and different things, and it's so hard to actually make a claim that something's fake in 2019 or 2020 about, whether something was fake or not. They're like, oh, they didn't have the technology then. Oh, they couldn't, they didn't, couldn't do anything that would be able to make it fake. And you're like, well, maybe not. It's really hard to tell. It's kind of, well, I guess the same argument could be said for people with the flat Earth stuff or whatever. See, now we're going way off topic of what the original thing was, but yeah, whether the moon landing actually occurred, I'm probably going to go with yes, but I don't know anymore. I think we've just, as our generation has come up, we've been exposed to so many things that we believed were real that turned out to be falsities or creations of, Hollywood or whatever, that we kind of get to the point where we're like, I don't even care if it's real or fake. Is it entertaining? That's all we care about. Did it entertain me? Oh, cool. Then I don't care whether it was real or not because I had fun enjoying it. But I think there's a large portion of people that have to have the facts. This has to be real or it has to be not real. Like, we have to know, But I don't really think we do have to know. I think we should just kind of enjoy stuff as we can. I can't cut that tree. What's going on? Oh, there we go. I actually don't really want any of this tree other than I just want the thick part. It's the only part that really counts. So let's do another little scoopy-doop up here. I'm actually going to cut this piece right off if I can get it. Oh, I can't get it. Oh, there we go. Limbed. Now I just want to grab the whole thing and take it with me. Like a party favor. Oops. Ah. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Don't do that. That's what I'm telling you about these glitchy trees, man. This is not the way to go. Even with this big, giant freaking buncher head. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring this. Actually, we got a pile kind of happening here. Oops, this will be our messiest job. No wonder it's worth $100,000. This is just brutal. If this was a forest of just regular trees, we'd be done this by now. we would be able to just walk through and clean it right up. But, like I said, I guess that's why this is a very expensive project. I'm just going to knock down these trees and try to get our money's worth. I'm not even caring about delimbing them. I can do this. I can do that with the saw. Oops. And then now that we got that big 880, I can just come up here and just deal with them after. I probably got to cut these higher on these, don't I? How much higher? Really? Huh. Oh. Oh, oh, geez. Getting dangerous here. This is still, I think this is faster than using a saw. At this point, I'm not really sure if this is better or worse than using a saw. Oh yeah, I gotta cut these up higher because they kind of, the stumps stick out way further, and this thing isn't a stumper. And I'm just gonna go throw this tree right here. Perfect. Like I said, with the 880, we can lift stuff up and move it around, make it easier to delimb too when we get up here. What about that tree? That one's kind of borderline. We're just gonna take it. And if we're wrong, we'll hear about it, I'm sure. I can't quite get a grip on this one. There we go. There we go. Oh, geez, thought she was going to go for a spin there. So yeah, anyway, space travel. Man, what a topic. It's a topic I don't really discuss often. Moon landings, Martians, do aliens exist? I guess that would be part of the topic. Space in general. The final frontier. Yeah, I don't know. So what do you guys think? I could throw a whole bunch of questions at the comments. We could say, do you think aliens exist? Do you think the moon landing was fake? Do you think those reports that you watch on CNN of people actually in a space station are actually in a space station? Who knows? Who really knows? But I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of the person that I don't really care if it's fake or not. Unless it's something like, oh, this guy's the best at something, and then it turns out they were faking it the whole time and someone was actually better than them. That's not cool to do. But for something that's like, you know, a fact that I don't know. I don't actually even know what my actual opinion is on that. I have to really think about that one. I'm like, I think that's my opinion. Maybe I do care. I don't think so, though. But it's like watching reality TV. That would be a good way to put it. That's how I think about things like moon landing events or, you know, anything like that. I think about it kind of in that way of reality TV. It's like, I'm enjoying it, I'm watching it, I'm having a good time. Do I really care that everything is scripted? Do I really care that, you know, these two people are just acting and it's not real love? As soon as you get that strap of reality TV attached to the title, everyone's like, you know, that's not real. That wouldn't happen in real life. That wouldn't happen in real life. It's like, I know, because it's not real life. It's a movie. It's a show to entertain you. It's like, if you watch Lord of the Rings, you're not going to be like, oh, man, well, if I was in Mordor, you know, the fire would be so hot that my skin would melt off. I wouldn't even be able to get that close. And it's like, well, probably, but it's a movie. So when you're watching movies like The Bachelor or, you know, something like that, and you're like, he didn't really love her, it's a setup. And you're like, well, yeah, of course it is, because that's what got the best shock value. I have some friends that are pretty, I hope my friends are actually watching these videos one day so they can be like, what the hell, man? You mocked me. But I have some friends that are very much believers in the reality TV, thinking it's a legit thing. And I mean, that's not to say all of it's fake. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of moments. I used to watch that show, Axemen. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching me playing this, 100% most of you have watched Axemen. So Axemen was fun. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm heavily into logging stuff. I really like it. But a lot of, I'd say a good 80% of it is scripted. You know, like I have friends who work in the bush and they're just like, dude, that stuff doesn't happen every day. Like you'll go 6 months where one of those events will happen, but every episode, you know, there's 10 or 20 of those events happening and you're like, it's not real. It's fake, right? Which is fine. And I choose to accept it. It's the same with Gold Rush. All those movies are all the same. They're all scripted. But at the same time, these guys are out in the bush and they are doing stuff. And once in a while, things do happen that are real, and they just happen to get caught on tape while they're being recorded. So as much as you know, that fake stuff does occur, real stuff does occur involved in that footage as well. The trick is, if you're watching that kind of stuff, enjoy the content, enjoy the fact that these people are actually doing what they're doing. But the drama that happens in between is just entertainment. It's not, 99% of the time, it's not factual. It's all written. It's all scripted. So don't get too hung up on those details, as I tell my friends. Some very, very determined people believe that that's a legit thing. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I guess we should keep the questions a little. I'm getting pretty broad on this subject. Clearly, you'll know when I start teetering off a subject when I'm talking. It's because I don't know much about it. Space travel is not something I know a lot about. Space in general is not something I know a whole lot about, you know? And it's not really a passion of mine, so I can't really get into too crazy details. All I can think of is the controversial things of space travel, and, you know, whenever I think of that, I just think, well, did we actually go to the moon? Because that's always the big space argument. And then aliens. Of course, aliens. And not versus predators, just aliens in general, although that'd be cool. Do aliens exist? Man, I should just split this into like a 15-episode topic, because we're covering a lot of things. So we say, did the moon landing actually happen? We went on to reality TV. And then aliens. My God, we're just right off topic here. I like it. Sometimes I get bored talking about the same topic. So you know what? If you get a moment where you get off-led on a topic, you know what? Sometimes it's fun to just go with it. Just give her. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this tree. I'm just going to put it over here with this one. So a lot of confusion in the woods up here today, because this is a different kind of logging. I like doing these weird kind of side contracts off our regular thing, though, because this isn't stuff that we regularly look at. So not only is it a bit of a challenge for myself while logging this style, but it opens up new ideas. It opens up things for suggestive purposes for me later on. What are we going to do? How can we do it better? How can we do it more efficiently? Okay. I feel like we're getting close to our tree. Let's just do a double take here. So this is our trail right here. How much we got left on this? We should probably smoke out that tree. 1, 2, 3, 4 trees. That's it. You know what? We're going to run this episode late, my friends, because I want to smoke out these last 4 trees. There's only 4. And then we're done with our buncher, so that's good. I mean, the 10 grand only really covered it for a couple days anyways, but if we can get it back early... Oh, geez. This thing is not meant for cutting down these kind of trees. Maybe these trees aren't meant to be cut down. Sure, we'll do a high cut. Let it roll. Let it roll. And then we're going to cut that one and then those 2. I'll come back for those 2 because I want to clean up this roadside. And that's it. Oh, it's it's kind of on this side of the trail. We're going to take a stroke of luck on this one, see how it goes. We have to cut these really high, hey? Really? That high? For realsies? Okay, you know what? That one doesn't want to be cut. We're going to leave that alone. Actually, we're going to leave that one alone, too. That's not really part of this I'm just going to take out these two and we'll call her good. And then probably, I'll probably just tell those guys to come pick this thing up overnight, or maybe this afternoon they can come pick this up, because we don't really need it anymore. There we go. Oop. And I'm just going to kind of haphazardly lay this over here. Now, this is the easy part. We're just knocking down trees at this point, but cleaning all this up is going to be a pain in the butt. We might make a little bit of money off of it, though. That's possible. I wouldn't say a lot of money, but a little bit of money. And then I guess if we missed any major trees or anything that we notice later on, we can just knock them down with the saw, too. No harm. No harm. I don't want to cut this tree. These ones are just awkward. Got to cut them super... Oh, I saw it. Here, let's get on this side of it. Let's try that nice and close. There we go. That's the trick. Oops, I kind of wanted to turn it the other way, though. Oh, these are awkward to work with. It'll be even more awkward once we start playing with the 880 to sort them. What I should do is actually walk around with my 880 and my truck and my trailer. And we'll kind of buck them up as we go and sort them right onto the trailer. That'll probably make my life a lot easier. So let's march this guy back down the road. We're just gonna I'm just gonna park it in this little lot right here. And then I'll call the guys to come pick it up, and I probably won't even have to pay for shipping it back, because we kind of used it quicker than I thought we were. Like I said, this was the easy part. Now we got to make our 100 grand's worth by cleaning it all up. Ugh. Be a bit of a project, but that's okay. You know what? We got her figured here. So let's put this guy right here. We're just gonna leave that parked, and then we're gonna call that a day and head back to the old uncle's house. Oh, that's actually kind of a cute little picture. Let's grab that one too, just for fun. Head back to the old uncle's house, and then tomorrow, when we wake up in the bright and early morning, we will come grab that 880 and we'll start picking up the pieces. And I got to remember to hook onto my trailer and bring it out here too, because if I don't bring my trailer, then I'm not going to be able to pick up the pieces. But yeah, that was good. Got a hillside cleared. Talked about aliens. I mean, what else? Oops, what else do you need from life, right? So if any of you can remember any of the questions I asked in the comments, please do respond and let me know what you think. Oh, I passed my uncle's house. Look, a bunch of cars. We're going to go scoop this way. Railroad. We have to turn around here. Wait. Am I going the right way? Where the heck does my uncle live? God, I hate this town. Come on. This way, I think. Uncle. And then I think we go up here. And then, oh, I'm going to scoop through here. We're gonna make our own road. It's like a do-it-yourself kind of thing. Because I think he lives down this way, if I'm not mistaken. And we're illegally driving by the railroad tracks, but there's no police around here right now. So we're just going to kind of scoop onto this road. Nobody saw it. It's a small town. I do this stuff in my own real town. Just whatever. Here we are. Oh, home, home, home. All right, let's park here. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to cut it on that one. If you guys like the episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.